Talking about styling tools, I mean heat styling because we generally use heat to style our hair, whether it comes to blow drying or it comes to curling or it comes to creating tongs or hairstyle. A lot of heat styling is being used. So, understanding how to reduce the damage when you use heat styling tools. So, heat is definitely very damaging to the hair. Whether you are using heat on wet hair, that is also damaging because wet hair is very easy to break. And if you are using heat on kind of dry hair to give it some curls or some shape, that also is causing pretty lot of damage to the hair. So then when it comes to wet hair, you must have heard this before, but then it's my responsibility to tell you that towel dry it, don't rub it very hard, try to squeeze out as much water as possible, and then if you need to then use a air dryer or a blow dryer, then you can use an air dryer or blow dryer, but do not use it on very wet and dripping hair because hair when wet is very fragile and prone to breakage. So always invest in styling tools where there is a lot of heat control possible, so that sometimes when you're looking for some very fancy hairstyles, you may need a lot of heat, but a lot of heat is not needed every time. So if you can choose something where you can control the heat settings and you can use minimal heat most of the time, so that you're not damaging the hair to that extent and still you're getting like a glamorous look. So I would want you to start looking for those kind of styling tools. There are plenty available in the market because today the market is so big and extensive. So just knowing that what to look for will definitely find you the best solution in your budget too, according to your requirements. So minimal heat has to be one thing that you need to be very stubborn about, and also that the heat is uniformly distributed. The heating coil allows gradual heating because some devices get very hot very suddenly, and then before you realize, a lot of damage has already been done. So there are a lot of coated devices. There is a coating which gives you uniform heating and which gives you gradual heating, devices which have thermostats on them. So then you will have to ask a lot of questions when somebody is positioning you an expensive device. Generally they have good people who can explain you the benefits of the device. So the benefits you're looking for is it has heat controls, and there are ways in which you can just give minimal heat to your hair. The heat is uniformly distributed, there is preferably a thermostat, and the heating mechanism is gradual and it suddenly doesn't get too hot. Also, if you can give a post heat cooling, so there are a lot of dryers, there are a lot of curlers which have a cool hair setting. So after you have styled your hair, if you can slightly cool it down and not allow once we say that once the cooking is done, if you're cooking something, once the cooking is done, you remove it out of the hot pan and put it in a not so hot pan, so that the cooking is complete and now it no longer requires that heat. Similarly, once you have finished with your drying or once you've finished with using extreme heat, it's a very good idea to immediately use something cooling on the hair, because that will further, the work is done. So then you need not keep the hair hot for a long time and allow it to cool on its own. The sooner you cool it, you will be minimizing damage. These things are especially helpful for people who are using hair dryers and hairstylers very often. So there are all kind of people from various professions, various industries, and for some, using styling on the hair is inevitable. So it is an investment definitely to go for these devices. Also, there are pre-styling products which are heat protectants, which will be available in the market. Also, you can use silicone gels. In the next module, or rather the next chapter, I will be telling you about what are the products you can externally apply to the hair. So using these pre-styling products which act as a coating for the hair, so these kind of absorb the damage, like we apply sunscreen when we go out in the sun. Applying these pre-styling products and then using these hot styling tools on the hair can minimize the damage of the hot tools. So these things, pre-styling products, investing on a tool which has uniform heat, to me it's an investment, not an expense. I think even when you think about it, you will realize, because if you damage your hair irreversibly, then growing it back is not just time consuming, cumbersome, expensive. Sometimes it's not even possible. So prevention is definitely better than cure in all areas of life. So I would call it an investment, not an expense. Why did I have to even put this slide? Because there are styling tools available which cost as less as 1,000 rupees, and there are styling tools available which run into 25 and 30,000 rupees. So the cost bracket is very, very extensive. There are very, very expensive products available in the market. I am not saying that everybody should buy the most expensive product or the most expensive product is the best. It depends on your requirement, how often you're using it. But then I would say that investing in something which has less heat settings, uniform heat distribution, is definitely a big boon to the hair. So you must consider, if you feel that your styling tool is too harsh, you must consider exploring other options in the market. I would strongly say that what you stop doing is, I've said that in the past also, what you stop doing is sometimes a lot more important than what you do. So then stop using very hot tools on your hair. Do you want to upgrade your styling tools?